Hi everybody, welcome to Key Wisdom Tarot. My name is Ruth and I'm your Reiki Master and Tarot Reader. This is my very first astrology video that I'm going to be doing for you guys on my channel, and this is all about the September astrology that I've been resonating with and that I'm inspired to talk about, and really how those energies might impact our lives, but also how we can learn from them. Okay, so there's three specific energies that I really wanted to focus on, three specific movements and transits that I was really just inspired. I'm really vibing with those energies at the moment, and if you've already watched your September love reading for your individual sign, you will see that I'm definitely connecting with moon energy. Okay, and you'll also know, some of you, that I'm a Capricorn. So the first important transit that really is going to affect all of us, whatever your sign, whatever your sun sign or moon sign or rising sign, the first transit that's really, I think, going to have an impact on us is Saturn turning direct in Capricorn on the 6th of September. Now let's think about that. Let's think about those ideas, the idea of Saturn, the idea of Capricorn, and the fact that that's direct, finally. So first of all, Saturn, that's the planet. It's quite a stern energy, okay, Saturn, and it really allows us to reflect on and focus on the reality of our lives, the situations that we are in, the things that we have manifested, how they look, how we feel in those situations. Saturn is about bringing forth opportunities or encouraging us, maybe not in subtle ways, but definitely encouraging us to really understand our current circumstances, to really understand where we are. And it's interesting to me because you know, everyone thinks of Saturn as being stern, and I even describe Saturn's energy as stern in the description box below this video. But I really think it's important to recognize that these stern energies, like Saturn, and in the tarot like the number 5s and the number 7s, those types of energies are there to challenge us in some way. So do we need to change something? Do we need to see something? Do we need to recognize something? Do we need to become conscious of something? And the answer to all those questions with Saturn is yes. Okay, Saturn asks us to examine all these things, to look at the practical structures within our lives, to look at your relationships, to look at whether they're family or romantic relationships, to look at your work situation, whether you work for yourself or whether you work for somebody else, or whether you don't work at all, or whether you don't have a job, or whatever your situation is when it comes to work. And also your attitudes. You know, what are your attitudes and beliefs at this time? Saturn is going to put situations in the way, or we are encouraged to be mindful during Saturn of those types of questions. Okay, we're looking at, where am I in my life? Why am I here in my life? You know, it gives us a very realistic, Saturn gives us a very realistic perspective of our current circumstances. And I say in the description below, it's like an ass whooping. You know, we literally get our ass whooped by Saturn when he arrives. Well, really we should say she, but because all the universe is she. But anyway, you know, like a ship is a she. Anyway, but you know, when Saturn does arrive, and especially in Capricorn, in its home where it feels comfortable, this is a place where we're all going to be going through healing. You know, all the energy, you know, the earth energy, so Virgo, Capricorn and Taurus, they're all, when they come up in our readings, and when we are asked to and during astrological different astrological transits, whenever the earth signs are involved, there's always a focus on our healing, on recognizing the wounds that have manifested in our lives. And what I mean by that is, we've had a traumatic experience in the past, we make specific choices because of the trauma that we've experienced in the past, and we are living in a certain situation because of the choices that we've made, which are linked to the traumas that happened in the past. During Saturn, when Saturn's in Virgo, when Saturn's in Capricorn, when Saturn moves direct, and when Saturn is retrograde, depending on obviously your individual sign and your chart, that is what Saturn gets you to look at. That is what Saturn gets you to recognize. You know, I'm here because I'm afraid. Recognizing that, understanding that. And that's why even when we have these really difficult, you know, because it's all neutral. The universe doesn't care. The universe is just like, this is what's going to get you there. This is what you need to get on the path. This is what you need to get to be happy. The universe doesn't have like, oh, I feel, you know, you're bad or you're good. No. The universe is just like, you're on the right path or you're not. This is going to help you get there. That's it. There's no, it's like very energy wise in that respect. It's the universe, I like to think. Anyway, but when we have these supposed challenging transits like Saturn direct in its home of Capricorn, some people can be afraid of it, some people can be annoyed or frustrated, but it's because if you recognize that's what the situations are, they're about you seeing where you are and why you're in the situation, and asking yourself to reflect on why you're in that situation, what led you to take that action. You know, was that an inspired action, or was that out of fear, or was that out of worry, or was that out of jealousy, or whatever. So there will be circumstances this month that Saturn asks and encourages and, you know, brings forth into your life that are going to help you to see where you lay. It's also interesting because of the link for this month for the 9th month of 2018. Numerology, in a numerology sense, it's the number 20. It's actually number 2. We always reduce it to the lowest, but we'll link it to number 20, and that's really the judgment energy in the tarot. So anyone who knows tarot, obviously some of you do because you watch my channel, but the card of judgment, this is about this is about renewed focus, reflection, new energy. It's about the removal of the veil is the judgment energy. It's about being able to see more clearly, but being in a situation that helps you see more clearly. Now, when you say that, when I say that out loud, you can recognize that actually a situation that provides clarity, that provides me with understanding, isn't always going to be something that I'm going to welcome with open arms like these people here, but it's always something that we need to do. We always need to go through this. This is why the archetype of the tarot of judgment actually exists. It's to help us to see more clearly, to realize where we are, to become conscious and aware of our decisions, of our traumas, of the things that we move towards, and the reasons why we move toward the things that we do. Okay, so and as I said, in a numerological sense, the 9th month of 2018, 9 plus 2 plus 0 plus 1 plus 8, add it all up, it comes to 20. The numerological energies really coincide with that transit of Saturn direct in Capricorn. So that's why I wanted to talk about that. The second one that I wanted to talk about was the new moon in Virgo. Now, again, earth energy. So again, we're going to be healing through karma. Again, we're going to be looking at our lives, and we're going to be looking at the manifestations of the fears, the traumas. That is, and we're going to be going within, okay, with that, with the new moon in Virgo. Excuse me. Now, the interesting thing is, the Virgo new moon arises, or it comes out, which makes absolutely no sense because you can't see anything on the new moon. You can't see no moon. But anyway, the new moon arrives on the 9th, which is on Sunday, and I think I've worked that out properly. And the new moon arrives on Sunday, and it's in Virgo. So first of all, let's think about what a new moon is. Well, a new moon rises and sets at precisely the same time as the sun. And that means that on a new moon, so on the 9th, there will not be a moon in the, well, there will definitely be a moon in the sky, but you just won't be able to see it, okay? Trust me that the moon is there. We just can't see it, it's hidden. Now we have to think about what naturally is occurring there. So we've got these two heavenly bodies. We've got the sun that's about our enlightenment, our clarity, our ability to see things, expansion, growth, and truthfulness, who we are, authenticity, is all related to the sun, okay? And then we've got the moon, which is about our intuition, our inner knowing, our inner wounding, things that are below the surface, our emotional experiences. And on the 9th, those two things are in complete balance. So that means that our illumination from the sun, our clarity, the ways in which we can expand, the things that we know, our truths, are in perfect balance with the inner wounding, the intuition, the emotion, the things below the surface, the things that we don't know. Those two things are in perfect balance. And that is an opportunity, because what that means is that we are able to see, if we want to, if we try to align ourselves with that energy, if we spend time in meditation, in reflection, we're able to see and connect with and recognize and become aware of all those things that are beneath the surface usually, that are hidden from us usually, that are too emotionally sensitive usually to focus on, to look at. So this is what I mean about moving through the energies. It's about recognizing that, you know, I always think about the fact that, you know, we spend so much time, I mean, I'm an ex-teacher, so this is my first, you know, few days of not being a teacher for the last 11 years. And I'm a real advocate for education. I think it's really, really important. And I always think about the fact that if we spend so much time, and rightly so, we spend so much time in understanding, you know, how clouds are formed, for example, in the sky, or looking at climate change, or you know, how to build this or how to make that, how to write this and how to read that. And we spent, and rightly so, but I think if we put as much time into understanding that there's other natural processes that go on in the universe, like new moons and full moons and Capricorn Saturn in Capricorn, these are all completely natural. And it's about really understanding how they affect us, how they can affect us, and how they do affect us. I say in the description box below that universal energy, or ki, is intensely subtle. And I mean, I love an oxymoron, so I really tried to get one in there. So, you know, intensely subtle, there you go. So English teacher for 10 years, I can't quite let that my love of words go. But anyway, and what I mean by that, you know, the universal energy is intensely subtle, is that it's always around us. The sun always always rises and sets, and the planets are always constantly moving, and the tides are always going in and out, and we don't think about the fact that that has an impact necessarily. We don't really think about the fact that we're connected to that, or that could have an impact on our lives, and it really does. And as I said, this is how we can try to work through the energies. So when it comes to the new moon on the 9th, on Sunday, or wherever you are in the world, it might be a different day. But when it comes to that new moon, it's about recognizing that this is an opportunity to see clearly with the sun, the energy of the sun, to see clearly the what is beneath the surface. And remember, the card that represents Virgo in the tarot is the Hermit card. Now, I say about the Hermit card that you know, the new moon is in Virgo, and it gives us an opportunity to understand our external actions, our external experiences, and our internal processes within. You know, Virgo itself, the sign of Virgo is signified, I suppose, by and classified as being diligent and skillful. Again, an earth sign, so able to manifest and able to create because of their intelligence, because of their attention to detail, because, excuse me, and that is what we're all able to resonate with, you know, during excuse me, the new moon in Virgo. So it's this idea of being able to recognize that, you know, during Virgo season, we're able to look within. We should be able to look within. I mean, obviously it's the birthdays, Virgo's birthday season. Happy birthday, Virgo. My sister's a Virgo. She's fabulous. She's so fabulous. And you know, her birthday's in a couple of, oh my gosh, yeah, in a few days. I've not missed it. I usually miss birthdays. I've got 7. I'm the 8. I've got 7 brothers and sisters, and then I've got like, please don't me get this wrong, I think it's 12 nieces and nephews, and so obviously all those birthdays, like all those birthdays to remember, like seriously, it's not easy. Anyway, so recognize that you know, with this is the energy that these are the energies so far that we're looking at. Okay, we're looking at these type of energies that we're going to be focusing on in the month of what month are we in? September, because of the astrological influences that are available to us, along with the devil energy, which is Capricorn's card, and Saturn is in Capricorn, and obviously this is representative of Saturn in Capricorn. So it's about thinking about what are you committed to. You know, it's about understanding, uncovering, shedding light on the ways, the processes, the way that you are, the way that you think, you know, the way that you treat yourself, all those things. It's about shedding light on the commitments that you make, the things that you are tied to. It's about understanding what those things are in the month of September. Okay, let me see if there's anything else. I'll just check on the what I wrote under the I don't know why I'm dancing because I feel good. Under the description box. So you know, basically I think I've pretty much covered it. I said something about the shedding light on your internal structures, belief systems. Oh yeah, they can rumble beneath the surface unchecked. And that's why, you know, it's important that we have these times. What I'm saying, I said that really quickly, standard. But what I said is that, you know, the night skies are dark on a new moon, as the sun rise and set at the same time, and it's always symbolic of our ability to recognize the things which motivate us to take action. That's what it's about. It's about understanding why we take the actions that we take. That's what September is about. It's about understanding why we take the actions that we take, why we are in this position, the situation that we currently find ourselves in, and recognizing if this is something that's comfortable for you, if you are balanced in this place. And it doesn't mean for all of us it's going to be really difficult. For me, yes, I've had this experience already. I mean, I always think that the week before the full moon, I get the effects of the full moon. The week before, that's all. Before I even started doing this job, even when I was a teacher, babe, before the week before the full moon, I'm struggling. Yeah, so nothing's changed, you know. And but it's true because so this energy of the month, really, of Saturn turning direct and the new moon, I'm already, as I said, I've already come into the realization, actually, the judgment energy. I've already come into that realization. Maybe I'll have more, who knows, in the month of September. I'm up for it. I said last night, I feel like I've been through a car wash. like me, I've been cleansed. But what I meant, I speak in metaphor, but what I meant by, in my brain, when I was saying this to myself and when I was having this conversation with myself, with the dog, whatever, I was saying that I'm like, I feel like I've been awakened to something that I was so used to doing. So for example, my sort of way of living, or I try to way of living, is universe, you know, where I am right now is exactly where I'm meant to be. That's it. That's what I believe. But it's easy to say that, but actually, if that is challenged, which it has been for me this week already. So for example, you know, my videos, I always like to post them on a Wednesday at 9 p.m. or 9 p.m. UK time, 2 p.m. in America and Eastern time, and I always post at that time. So I start my recordings on the Monday and I upload. Anyway, my internet is so slow, but anyway, so I always have this routine. So this week, Monday comes, I get doing my filming. I'm like, yeah, by Wednesday comes, I wake up in the morning ready to get my descriptions on, get my thumbnails up. What do I see? Videos not downloaded, cannot. I was like, universe, why? I was like stressing out, like the best day to post. This is my best day to post. I know the best day, I know the best time. I've done my research. I'm a Capricorn, don't forget. So I've done my research, universe, and now you're putting this challenge in front of me. And it seems like a really small thing, but it really isn't, because if you live your life that way, so like me, I live my life in that way. So I literally, I've not always been this way, darling, but I live my life in that way, where I'm like, okay, I've got to accept that where I am at, this is where I'm meant to be. I accept that. I recognize that there's blessings around me, and I'm conscious as I go through that even though this is challenging, this is something that is helping me. This is something that is growing me. This is something that is giving me wisdom. So, and that's what I mean about the car wash. It's like you're walking through it, and it's like, yeah, it's a bit painful and it's a bit of a shock to the system, but you are fully conscious and awake whilst going through that car wash. That's what it felt like. So I don't know how I got on that tangent. I tend to do that. I love a tangent. Okay, so was it the final thing that, where's my little notes? Look, I've got my little notes. My final thing I want to talk about, obviously there's more on there. I was going to talk about Mercury Venus square Mars and Mercury trine Uranus and Saturn, but it really, when I was actually doing the readings, I wasn't resonating with that. I wasn't sort of, maybe you, when you watch your readings, your September love readings for your sign, you know, you will recognize, oh yeah, that is this energy of Venus square. And I did talk about it a little bit actually. You know, when we talk about Venus square Mars, so obviously we know Venus is the planet of love, and you know, Mars is a planet of action. Again, it's a similar thing. It's a transit that's putting into focus actions around love, how you've acted around love, how have you behaved around love. Again, it's about the decisions that you've made, but more, not really the decisions necessarily, it's more the actions that you've taken. And actions and decisions aren't always the same thing. And you know, this is why mindfulness is so important, darling, because you know, sometimes we can think that we're acting out of logic, but we are not. We can think that we're acting out of reason, but we are not. And really, this is about the level of awareness that we always, when we are mindful. You know, I'm a Reiki master, so I try obviously to always be mindful. I'm not like perfect, obviously, but I always try. But when we are mindful, we are reflective, then we can start to understand the impacts of some of these energies and some of these transits and how they impact on us. I think I went off on a tangent again, didn't I? Okay, so the last one I wanted to just to mention quickly is on the 25th of September will be the full moon. So and it's obviously then going to be Libra season, Libra in Libra. But the again, the full moon, if you think about what the full moon is, that's about what it's basically about, bringing the inside out, if you will. So it's like the moon is the sun, and think about the fact that the sun is enlightenment. The moon is not the sun, but just sort of go with the metaphor, babe. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, just go with the metaphor. I love a metaphor. So I'm right loving life right now. So think about the full moon as the one night of the month that of the cycle that the moon has a similar function as the sun, because it's like So think about the fact that the sun is about enlightenment and truth and recognizing areas for expansion that you can grow in, that you want to go towards, etc., etc. That's like the inside, what's usually on the inside, your internal processes, your attitude, your beliefs, sometimes your automatic responses. It's about seeing them in the world and expressing them and seeing and being able to recognize the impact on your life and your situation, and then potentially the next phase then is about then taking the action. So this is really how cycles work, moon cycles work. A moon cycle is like a karmic cycle. It's like a mini lesson every month, a mini lesson. There's something that you're refining, there's something that you're uncovering, there's something that you can improve or heal from. And you know, so for me so far this month, I've learned that in front of me I had the opportunity to really learn and really sort of get intimate with the fact that universe is my way forward. That is my practice. So yeah, even though YouTube and Google have their analytics and they do certain things at certain times, hence why I post at certain times and blah blah blah, and I'm a Capricorn and I'm practical, and obviously I'm trying to build my business and blah blah blah. Universe is like, this is going to get you to your path. Yeah, so you just do what you just follow the path. So I'm just going to follow the path. I'm just going to literally practice what I preach to myself, if you will, in my more zen in my more zen moments. So it's gone on a bit, this video, but I like doing this video. So yeah, the 6th is when Saturn, the 6th of September is when Saturn goes into goes direct in Capricorn. The 9th we see the full moon in the new moon in Virgo, and the 25th we see the full moon. So I would say, you know, I'm definitely saying focus on those dates and try to recognize that it's really about judgment and introspection this month, the month of September. This month we're really trying to focus on, the universe is helping us to pull back the veil, to pull back the veil, so that we can see our vulnerabilities, so that we can see the areas that where there is imbalance and where there needs to be change potentially. Okay, the last thing I wanted to say, everybody, is I am going to be doing, for those viewers that watch Key Wisdom Tarot, thank you so much, all my viewers, all my subscribers, I love you, you're fabulous. Yeah, to you all, I wanted to let you know that I get quite a few requests about free tarot readings. You know, are you going to do free readings? Can you tell me about this person? Blah, blah, blah. The answer is no. I don't do free tarot readings. And that's only because of the work that goes into preparing for a tarot reading. And it's an energetic exchange between myself and between you and the universe. That 3 of Pentacles, why it's my favourite card, one of my favourite cards. It's an energetic exchange, but what that means is I have to really prepare for a reading. So a reading isn't just I turn the camera on and I record the reading and then I turn the camera off and I send the reading to you. It doesn't work that way. There's a lot more that goes into preparing for a reading, and for me, I don't know about everybody else, how everyone else does it, but for me there's a lot more that goes into it. And that's really because, as I said, I work with the energies, so I can, I mean, I'll tell, she won't, I hope she doesn't mind me telling this story, but I had a reading, one of my personal readings this week, and it's Friday today and the reading was due on Monday. And it might have been due on Friday. Anyway, I had so many readings, I was exhausted. Anyway, Monday comes, I sit down, I do the read, I start the reading. Anyway, I turn the cards over and I start bawling my eyes out, crying. I'm getting all these, doesn't matter. I stop the reading. Stop the reading. I got 6 minutes in, I stopped the reading. I said, I emailed her, I said, I'm so sorry. I said, I'm feeling some sort of energies that I don't know, and it's a bit difficult. I don't really want to. Anyway, I said, is there anything that are you an empath yourself, an intuitive yourself? Because I'm connecting to. So anyway, it turns out that yes, she is a masseuse. Is that what you call it? and she was working on a client that day, and on the time that I was doing this reading, and I was connecting, and I could see in my head what I could see, but I didn't know what it was until she told me what she did for a living. So she's not working on Friday, so I can do the reading today on a Friday. But however, what I have decided that I'm going to do is, instead of connecting with your individual energies, because as I said, that is what is very draining, is I'm going to start doing additional readings, maybe once a week, about, and I'm going to do in the format of pick a card. So what I'm going to do is, the questions that I've already been sent through, they're mainly the same question, like, will we be reunited, or does he still love me, or does, you know, I've mainly had questions like that. So what I'll do, I'm trying to think of, it might be next week. I'm going to do your bi-weeklies, but anyway, I'll probably do one next week on my laptop like I'm doing now, and I will do free readings, and they'll be based on the questions that you ask me, but they'll be in the format of pick a cards. So I'll connect with the energy of all those people that are asking me the same question, if you will, and then I'll do the three options, whatever, and I'll do a reading for each of those, and it will be connected to, it won't be your personal reading, but hopefully it will, because you're going to ask me the questions and I'm going to answer them in that format of pick a card. So if you would like to suggest a question or ask a question that you would like me to answer in the reading, in the new readings, then please comment below this video. You can email me if you like. I do get a lot of emails though, so it's probably a better idea to just contact me on my Facebook, Key Wisdom Tarot, on my Instagram, Key Wisdom Tarot, or just comment on one of the videos. I have left the comments open so that you can all comment as much as you like on the videos, and I probably will disable the comments next month. But oh, it's been a month. It's the 7th of September, and I feel like I've run a marathon already. Right, thank you so much, my darlings, for being here. I really hope that you have a lovely September. I really hope you enjoy the energies, and as I said, please remember that even if Saturn brings circumstances up to light or puts challenges in your way this month, in the month of September, recognize that that is leading to your clarity, to your wisdom, to your understanding, and that is what this time is about. So those are your key dates: the 6th of September, the 9th of September, and the 25th of September. Have a wonderful September, my darlings, and I will see you. Oh, Tiny's come. And come on, Tiny, we're saying bye-bye now to Key Wisdom viewers. Come here then. Look at him. Here he is. So here he is. Good boy, baby. So thank you so much for being here with me and Tiny Dog. Tiny, look at his little thing. Look, hang on, can I see it? Can you see it? Look at that. Isn't it lovely? It says top dog, doesn't it, Tiny? Anyway, I was signing off, weren't I? Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for all your support on my channel. If you haven't already, can you please subscribe? Yeah, subscribe, because I want to get to 10,000 subscribers by the end of this month. Okay, thank you so much. We love you and we wish you well, don't we, Tiny? Say bye-bye to Key Wisdom viewers. Bye-bye, Key Wisdom viewers. Thank you so much for being here, guys. Take care. Bye.